Hello and welcome to the watch long. Apologies about being late. I am back after a trim. Finally, had a haircut. The game has kicked off. We're just 3 minutes into this one. Apologies about my lateness. Good to see people in the chat already. Let me change the banner. Ready to go. Oh, what timing? Leicester have just scored. Tigers have just scored. I mean, what timing that was. It's not bad timing, is it at all? Let me just change the scoreboard. Ready? Newcastle 0, Leicester Tigers 5. Hope everyone is well in the chat. Thank you, Gregor, for pointing that out. Where's the mullet, mate? Nah, I couldn't do it. He didn't get the he didn't get the 3 tries, did he? He didn't get the 3 tries yesterday. But finally, we have a trim and we've had a shave as well, which was very, very necessary. Leicester Tigers already have a try here. Once again, apologies about my lateness. But I hope everyone is doing very, very well this evening. This afternoon. I mean, it's early afternoon, isn't it? It's certainly not evening yet. So Leicester Tigers already 5-0 up in this one. I will show you the teams when we have a break in just a second, if anyone has not seen them yet. Let me just get my lighting sorted as well. There we go. So it remains 5-0. He's missed the conversion, unfortunately. So Leicester leading. It's just the top I was wearing today, mate. It was just the top. And by the way, guys, if you're not yet, check Ben's channel out. Really good channel. I'll drop a link to it in the stream throughout the day. We're going to be streaming loads today. We're pretty much doing every single game. So stick around here. Make sure you're subscribed, that you like the stream as well. It's a very busy day here on the channel. We're 6 minutes in. Leicester Tigers leading by 5 points to 0 with a lovely try in the corner. We will have a look at the teams in just a second when we have a little bit of break in play. But I hope everyone is doing well today and looking forward to a busy day of rugby. It is good to be on. Newcastle Falcons attacking here inside the 22 of Leicester, trying to come forward and create something. Big hit coming in on the fly half there. Really good work from this Leicester defence. Good pressure, counter-rucking as well from Leicester. Advantage here then. It was kicked away. And it's still 5 points to 0 early on here. Let's go through the teams because there's a break in play here. Let me have a look. So Leicester Tigers is how they line up this afternoon. Freddie Stewart plays at fullback. Harry Potter's on the wing. Bit of wizardry there for you. Mateus Moroni plays at centre with Matt Scott. Miri Murivalu plays on the wing with Johnny McPhillips at 10 and Richard Wigglesworth at 9. Then in the forwards, you have Lewin De Bruyne, Charlie Clare, Joe Hayes, Harvey Wells, Cameron Henderson, George Martin, Tommy Reffel, and Hanro Liebenberg. So that's how they line up. Brett Conan has an opportunity here to go for the post for Newcastle Falcons. This is how they line up this afternoon. Tom Penny starts at fullback with George Wakokokok. I think that's how you say it. I have no idea. Mateus Orlando plays at centre with Pete Lucock. Ben Stevenson plays on the wing with Brett Conan and Michael Young at 10 and 9. Callum Chick plays at 8 with Mark Wilson at 7 as captain. Will Welch plays at 6. Sean Robertson at the locks. Lagovi Mulipola plays in the front row with George McGuican and Trevor Davidson. So that's how both teams line up. Opportunity for Newcastle to get their first points of the afternoon. And he's successful. And it is 5 points to 3 here. Just under 10 minutes gone. There we go. That is the current score. Yes, 3 Bod are doing some 2 watch-longs today. Chiefs versus Leicester and Saints versus Ulster. So you can watch them. We'll also do them here on the channel, but feel free to flick between both throughout the course of the evening. Greg is going to be on the Ulster one. So make sure to say hello to him while he is on there. So 5 points to 3, 10 minutes gone in this one. So here come Leicester Tigers. Still not a fully first team side, but of course both teams are very much still involved with the Premiership going on. As Gregor said, Roman Poit is the ref. After this, we're going to be doing La Rochelle versus Sales Sharks. Kapustaki Kyle's going to be on with myself on that one. That's going to be a really good game. Looking forward to that one. Leicester decide to kick. It's a really, really good take by Potter in the air. You think he's playing Quidditch. Ball out wide. Here we go. There's space out wide. If they could just get it out wide. Murray Valu, good carry from him, but decent blitz defence here from Newcastle. Keeping their discipline as well, which is good to see. Ball out wide. Potter tackled. Do you think his parents named him Harry Potter deliberately? I'll be interested to know what people think. Do you think they named him Harry Potter deliberately? Seven metres out here for Leicester then. Advantage to Leicester Tigers now. Finally, the pressure is beginning to tell on this Newcastle defence as they pick and go towards the line. And no advantage played there, so they'll come back for the original penalty. What is the decision for Leicester? Are they going for the corner or are they going to take the points here? They're going for the corner here, so they're back in their driving more, which saw how effective it was, of course, last week when they beat Connacht, didn't they? So we know how good this driving more can be. So they go to the corner. They're going to back themselves here. But it remains 5 points to 0. Have I put the right camera even on? Just do that. There we go. That's better. It actually looks a bit better now. Apologies about that. So these teams did actually face each other quite recently. Leicester Tigers won that day. 2 weeks ago they played each other, so they know each other very, very well. Obviously, they play against each other in the league as well. Here we go then. Austin Healy, a scrum half, telling people how to do driving maul. That's interesting to hear, isn't it? So off we go then. Here comes the driving maul. You'd expect this. Yes, you can only really see one result coming from this. Advantage already to Leicester. The ball's gone down. Richard Wigglesworth trying to get the ball out. Number 7 penalised for Newcastle Falcons. So the pressure beginning to build. Mark Wilson penalised there. Pressure beginning to build on this Newcastle side now. They're going back towards the corner, and why not? I mean, it's such a powerful weapon for them. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Some of them are coming in. Another small margin victory for Queensland over Burtonbury. Such a close game. I didn't actually catch that one. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Chiefs won 26 points to 23 versus Highlanders. Here comes Leicester pushing forward. Have they reached? Is that a try? I think it's been given. Under all the bodies, is it a penalty try or is it a try? He's given it as a penalty try. So Leicester Tigers getting a penalty try here. I mean, the pressure was really building on them. And they lead here 12 points to 3. Checking the TMO here, though. Mark Wilson might be off here, might be in the bin. Mark Wilson's in the bin, the captain. Mark Wilson is in the bin for Newcastle. So Newcastle 12 points to 3 down and a yellow card. Oh, that is not good. That is really not good. So 12 points to 3 to the home side here. So off we go again then. 15 minutes gone in this one. Leicester leading 12 points to 3 and Newcastle with a man in the bin. Leicester. Oh, Murray Varlu's in a lot of space. Susie Gard's options, plays it out wide. It's kicked forward by Wigglesworth. The kick is actually pretty poor in the end and it is gathered. But it's very good chase from Leicester and they will have the line out, 10 metres out? Really good work there. Murray Varlu just bursting through the gap. And no one was going to catch him from there. Of course, Harry Potter gets in the first try of the game and then a penalty try. So you feel another try here will make it very, very difficult for Newcastle. And it's all about then how Leicester look to manage the game. They actually don't use the driving maul. That's gone forward. Referee says it hasn't gone forward. So it's stagnated this attack a little bit now. Penalty to Leicester. Lots of pressure coming on Newcastle here now. Already a man down. Three offsides in the matter of a couple of minutes here. Roman Poit having a very serious word with the captain, explaining that this simply is not good enough. 5 penalties in a row now. So he said, have a word. We could be seeing another man go into the bin very, very soon. So Leicester decided to go for the posts here. Absolutely. I mean, it is crazy, isn't it? The fact that last week they were playing such good stuff, and then this week I don't know. I think Leicester are playing really well, and their power is very, very good. But you'd have to say that it's going to be a very long afternoon for Newcastle now. They need to get the next try in this game. Otherwise, this game could really run away from them. And their discipline's truly letting them down. Potentially even lucky to only have 1 man in the bin, you could say. So we restart once again. That kick's going to go all the way out. And it goes from bad to worse for Newcastle. It's just going from bad to worse for the away side. So scrum to Leicester on the halfway line. But it is a beautiful day for rugby, isn't it? And so we should hope. I don't think this game we're going to see free-flowing rugby at all, really. But La Rochelle versus Sale is next up. We're going to be doing a watch-along for that. Then after that, then we have Exeter against Leinster. We're doing a watch-along for that. And then we will have Northampton Saints versus Ulster. We'll also do a watch-along for that as well. So scrum on the halfway line here for Leicester Tigers. A good platform. And once again, Newcastle have been penalised here. Is that 8 penalties on the bounce now that they've had since the yellow card? Let's have a chat with Scott. Where do we start, Scott? What's up most of your mind at the moment? Capo Stark. Everybody's done that joke out a couple of times already. Me and Kyle from Capo Stark is going to be doing the watch-on for La Rochelle against Sale Sharks. Going live at about 2:45 with kickoff at 3 o'clock. So do join us for that one. That should be a good game as well. I mean, Newcastle just seems to be a little bit shell-shocked at the minute. A little bit shell-shocked. Leicester in the end managed to get the ball. Wigglesworth gets it out. Newcastle very much competing at the breakdown. They're really ferocious in that area. Murivalu comes in field. I think they've ripped this one. They have. That's a really good turnover. And the penalty is one for Newcastle. Massive penalty that. Massive penalty there for them. Freddie Clark's in the chat, a big Leicester fan. Yes, very good start for you guys. Newcastle just seems shell-shocked. And a lot of the penalties, I think they're quite lucky, to be honest, to have not had someone else sent to the bin, if I'm being totally honest. So off we go again then. Newcastle Falcons with a bit of a breather here now, having won the penalty at the breakdown. But again, you feel like they need the next score in this game, or it could really run away from them. They could be looking are being 3 to 4 scores behind. But line out just outside the 22 will give them a little bit of hope here. We're halfway through this first half. If you're just joining us, make sure to like the stream and subscribe if you're new. We're trying to hit 1,500 subscribers over the course of the day, which would be wonderful to do. So make sure to subscribe. It's free to do. Have Newcastle won that one? Yes, they haven't. Leicester win the turnover at the breakdown just outside the 22, and this Newcastle side just can't quite get anything going together. They've still got 2.5 minutes left on this yellow as well. So scrum here just outside the 22 of Leicester Tigers. Leicester ball. Richard Wigglesworth puts it in. Solid scrum from both sides. And they will clear this one downfield. Tom Penny carries forward for the away side. It's been a very, very difficult 22.5 minutes here for Newcastle. Some good carrying here from Newcastle. Turnover from Leicester then. Murivalia with the ball. Tries to dance. Lovely offload here. Big opportunity here. Has it been held back? Is the bounce going to be kind? No, not quite kind enough. You think Newcastle will just go through the face here to get Mark Wilson back on the field. He's only got 30 seconds left on his yellow. Scrum half's been told to use it. So the box kick will come out and be cleared. It's a decent, it's not actually that good a clearance at all. Mark Wilson's going to come back on. So we're waiting for the return of Mark Wilson. Still 15 points to 3 here. 24 minutes in this one. So off we go then, driving maul for Leicester Tigers just inside the 22 of Newcastle as they begin to drive forward. And Newcastle win the penalty at the driving maul. Mark Wilson is back on, so he is back on for Newcastle, which will be a big plus. Tide has changed a little bit in this one now in the last 5 minutes or so. So scrum then to Newcastle inside their own 22. Still 15 points to 3, this one. So resetting of the scrum, one of the pains in the arses of many rugby fans. It's a heck of a scrum from Leicester, but Newcastle do manage to clear it eventually. Some good work here from the forwards of Leicester. Now it goes to the backs and it is kicked. I think that's been overkicked. And it has. And called for the mark by Penny, who decides to kick straight away, seeing the space. That could be a very, very good kick. And the bounce just doesn't quite work out for him. And kicks downfield. Penny, the fullback, once again has ball. Is he going to run? Yes, he is. He decides to run this time. Tackled on the halfway line. 13 minutes ago, a player for Leicester is down. That looks pretty serious. Kick downfield. That's going to be way too long. Harry Potter kicks. Still the game going on here, even with all these, even with this injury, which looks pretty serious. I'm surprised they're carrying on. They're calling it to a stop, finally. Liebenberg is down. Oh, yeah, takes a boot to the face. Completely accidental. But he's going to have to go off for HIA. The ball, oh. Wow, that's a heck of a hit on him. He's got to go off for HIA for that. He's got to go off for that. So just making sure that they've taken him off for HIA here. Surely he can't come back on straight away. What's going on? No, he's not. So we're heading into the final 10 minutes of this first half. Leicester still leading 15 points to 3, but the tide has changed. It's not as dominant from the home side as it was in the opening 20 minutes or so, really. The last 7 or 8 minutes have been pretty good from Newcastle. But no real score to tell of. So scrum for Leicester. Solid. Well, it's all collapsing all over the place. Penalty, though, to Leicester, the scrum. And they'll have an opportunity to clear down the field. And you've got to say, So clear downfield, and Leicester will have the line out just on the halfway line here. So driving more then to Leicester on the halfway line. Clear downfield. Next score is just so important in this one. You feel if Newcastle's score makes it very, very interesting. But if Leicester get a try, then it's going to be a really, really difficult afternoon for Newcastle. Here come Leicester then. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Wigglesworth gets the ball out. Here we go, stepping inside. Maroney, good run from the Italian, but he is pushed into touch in the end. Is Maroney Italian or Argentinian? I think he's Italian. No, he's in. He must be. I'm not too sure. It's a lovely offload to him, but in the end, he just runs out of a little bit of space. But it still remains 15 points there. We haven't had some points for a long time, and you do feel like the balance of the game is still 50-50 now after the dominance from Leicester. And the ball is cleared downfield. Once again, a little bit of kick tennis going on here between both sides. Again, we didn't really expect a lot of free-flowing rugby in this one, did we? But there's a lot of kicking going on here. And he's going up once again. Richard Wigglesworth sends this one. Is this out on his head? This might be too much. It is. Big mistake from a very experienced player there. Richard Wigglesworth caught out there with his kicking. And that will go all the way back to just outside the 22 of Leicester. So opportunity for Newcastle here. So line out to Newcastle. They managed to win the ball. Here they come forward. They've had a little bit of a better spell in the last 10 minutes or so. That kick, don't know, probably better to have kept it in hand there, but yeah, I'm not sure about that decision to kick there from Leicester. So Leicester have won the ball at the line out, driving more. Richard Wigglesworth will kick this one away. There's a little bit of space on this left-hand side. Lovely break. Could this be a try? Oh, he should have passed. Why didn't he pass? Penny really needed to pass. Lovely offload. Lovely hands. Newcastle Falcons, what a try. I think that's going to count. I think that's good. Wathoka, I think, has scored in the corner here. Yeah, that's a try. That's a brilliant finish from Newcastle Falcons. It all comes from the break from Penny. Penny steps here, beautifully breaks through. The defence is all over the place. You think he's messed it up by not passing, but then the scrum half grabs it, spots the gap, runs through. It's a lovely offload. It's taken well by the centre and then into lovely pass from Orlando out to the winger there. And what a finish from Newcastle that is. 8 points to 15. Brilliant try indeed. What a try it was. That's right, Isaac. It was a fantastic try, wasn't it? Really good try there. And we said that Newcastle really needed to get the next points in this game, and they've done that. And it makes it very, very interesting going into the second half, doesn't it? So it's not going to be the easiest of kicks, but Brett Conan has had one successful kick today already. He'll be looking to hopefully make it 2 out of 2. Let's see if he can be successful. Just wanting to have a look. And he's missed the conversion, unfortunately, so it remains 8 points to 15 in favour of Leicester. So Leicester still fairly comfortable in this one, you'd have to say. Well, looking at commentary, they're saying that that might have been potentially a forward pass, but they've not picked up on it. And the handbags are out with 5 minutes to go in this one. You can understand it's very much a very important game for both sides. Although you'd think Leicester would really be focusing more on the league. Of course, everyone gets involved. Once your teammates jump in, everyone has to get involved. But Newcastle have really turned this game around. Tackled in the air. Yep, definitely tackled in the air. Just a tiny bit early. That's all on the hit. Nothing, you don't need to be looking at a card for that. But then everyone gets involved. They know each other very well, don't they? These two sides. So there's always going to be a little bit of extra fireworks. I mean, Roman Pratt's just randomly shouting 8 for no apparent reason. Not my favourite referee in the world, Roman Pratt. So just under 5 minutes to go in this one now, in this first half anyway. I mean, if Newcastle are going to try here, I mean, we're going in pretty much all square. Knock on from Newcastle Falcons, though, so opportunity for Leicester to come forward here. Oh, Jesus. Roman Pratt getting in the way. So that pass is forward on the try. The pre-try assist is a forward pass for Newcastle. It has gone forward. You shouldn't really have counted that one, but it has counted. So there's not all that much we can do about it, Austin Healy. So stop complaining about it. Newcastle are pretty good at keeping games close, even when they are the second best team. I mean, you got to say, they've really turned this around. I was really worried for them in the opening 10 to 15 minutes, but fair play to them. They've really turned this one around. They had a man in the bin. They were 15 points to 3 down, really under pressure. They got one big penalty, though. One big penalty at the scrum, which really turned it around for them. But Newcastle have conceded another penalty at the scrum here, though. So 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. I do think Newcastle are pretty lucky, though, to have not had another man sent to the bin in this one. But final opportunity of the first half for Leicester then. Driving more from the edge of the 22. Newcastle trying to hold the man up. Where is that ball? Is that ball available? And penalty to Newcastle at the breakdown. Really big penalty there. The momentum has certainly shifted in this one. Certainly shifted. So 2 minutes to go in this first half. Don't forget, we'll take a quick break at half time, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half and to take a look at how the first half has gone and panned out. Just taking a little break here for a couple of knocks. Newcastle have actually had another man sent to the bin here. So eventually all that pressure has begun to tell. So Newcastle down to 14 men once again. So scrum here to Newcastle, just outside the 22 minutes and a half to go of this first half. They've really done well to turn this around, but it still is 8 points to 15 in favour of the home team. They're just going to redo this scrum, and you think that would be half time. Don't forget, if you're watching, you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and like the stream. There's also the option of a super chat if you'd like to contribute financially to the channel. I always say there's absolutely no pressure to do that if you don't want to and you're not financially able to. But if you want to support the stream financially, that is a way you can do that. It comes up as a highlights message, or you can buy a sticker. It's massively appreciated, but there's absolutely no pressure to do that if you don't feel able to, or you simply don't want to. So it's all pretty chilled. All right, we're into the final minute now. We're going for this, another reset of the scrum. It's a very, very good scrum from Leicester, but Newcastle do kick it downfield. It'll be interesting to see what Leicester decide here. The momentum really has not been with them. Are they just going to kick this one off? 30 seconds to go. The high ball does go up. Newcastle keep it, but they decide to kick as well. Valu passes it to Harry Potter, who also sends it high. It's a good take in the air from Newcastle. Final chance for them. What is their thoughts here? Are they going to think, let's try and play, or are we just going to kick this off? I wouldn't be surprised if they just kick this one off with 5 seconds to go. I think this one's going to go off. I think they've had enough. And they have, and that is half time. So it's half time. It is currently Leicester Tigers 15. Newcastle 8. We're going to take a quick break here on the channel, and we'll be back to discuss the first half, have a look at some stats, and also we'll watch the second half together. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, you've liked the stream, and of course, make sure to turn the notifications on as well. Get involved in the chat. Any comments, any questions you've got, get them in the chat. We'll go over them at half time. Make sure, as I said, to be subscribed. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a second. There we go. We are back. It is Leicester Tigers against Newcastle Falcons. Half-time, 15 points to 8. Rugby Geeks in the chat. Oh, the barber's open. Have you been wrestling a lawnmower? I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide which one which one I went for. But I hope everyone is well in the chat. 15 points to 8. And let's have a look at some statistics from this match to see where this game has been won and lost. We'll have a look at that just now. Let me quickly just share my screen with you. So here we go. These are the statistics from the first half. So possession-wise, Leicester are leading in possession, 52% compared to Newcastle's 48. Territory, 57% compared to 43% of Newcastle. Meters gained is pretty close. Tries one apiece. We know that carries is very, very close. Defenders beaten is pretty close. Passes then. Newcastle, obviously, what they tend to do is they try and throw the ball across the park a lot more. Leicester tend to take the ball, take into contact, go through a couple of phases. Not that often they go for passes, much more the physical side, aren't they? And their driving wall has proven to be pretty strong again today. 6 turnovers conceded each. It's not great to read that. Having a look at their tackles then, 49 tackles for Leicester compared to Newcastle's 27, which is a little bit more surprising. If you compare that to the possession, it's very interesting to read that. At the breakdown, both teams are doing pretty well there. The line out and the scrums are doing well for both sides. But it is the penalties for Newcastle that will be worrying them. 2 yellow cards already. And, of course, 8 penalties conceded compared to Leicester's 3. So it's been okay for Newcastle. They probably considered themselves lucky to still be in this one. But they did well in the second half. They really started to play some good stuff and started to, get their stuff together, went back to what they're good at, took their try as well. The try that they scored probably shouldn't have been given because the second pass in the offload is forward, but it's given. So, I mean, you take it if you're a Newcastle fan, but it is 15 points to 8 in this one at half time. Just a reminder, after this one, La Rochelle against Sale Sharks going live at about 2:45 with kickoff at 3 o'clock for that one. So do join us for that. At the end of the stream, it actually will, the next video that will load up is that watch on. So if you stay to the end, you can click on that, hit the reminder on it, hit the like button on it as well. And myself and Kyle from Capu Starkey will be watching that one. So yeah, that one actually is live on terrestrial TV. That one is on Channel 4 here in the UK. I don't know what that is for Ireland or France, but that is free to watch if you want to watch it. But that is the Champions Cup quarter-final. And then straight after that, we got Leicester against Toulon. That's the big one tonight. That's going live at 5:15. We kick off at 5:30. And then later tonight, Northampton against Ulster. 7:45 will go live with kickoff at 8 o'clock. So it's a very, very busy day on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed and you've liked the stream as well, ready for the rest of the action across today. It's going to be a very, very busy day in the on the channel. Absolutely going to be very, very busy. So really excited for today. So we're getting ready for the second half here then. And you feel like, you don't feel like it's 100% necessary for Newcastle to get the next score, but you feel like it is pretty important that they managed to get something early on. Otherwise, it could be a bit more comfortable for this Leicester team. So let me know your thoughts on this first half so far. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts ahead of the second half? What are your predictions for the rest of the day? Because there's so much rugby going on. And tomorrow, of course, we have the two French games going on tomorrow. So we're waiting for the resumption of the second half here. I'm going to drop a link in the chat for the watch along for La Rochelle against Sale if people are interested in that one. There'll be a link in the chat now for that. So that's in the chat now. So that is the watch along going live at about 2:45 for that one. So we're very close to the second half now. Newcastle really grew into that game. I was very impressed by them. I was really worried for them in the first, I don't know, I'd say in the first 15 minutes, I was really worried for them. Thought Leicester would really run away with the game, but fair play to them. They've kept going, kept pushing. So predictions for the second half. Who are you backing to win this one? Who's going to get the win? Who is going to go into the semi-finals? Who's going to be joining Bath in the semi-finals? Bath place as they won last night against London Irish. We did a watch on for that on the channel as well. So both teams are out on the pitch, ready for the second half. So Newcastle, don't forget, are still down to 14 men after their yellow card. Off we go then. So it is the second half. We are underway. So off we go. Newcastle Falcons looking to come back in this one. They finished strongly. And off we go. So Leicester with ball on the halfway line has been turned over by Newcastle. Yes, it has. And Newcastle start the second half like they finished the first one, on top in this one, winning the battle of the breakdown. Really good work at the breakdown there. Massive moment there for them. So Leicester Tigers put a little bit of pressure on themselves. Newcastle are going to the corner here. Naturally been on the halfway line, a little bit too far to kick for goal. So line out just outside the 22 for them. So ball into the line out. Newcastle coming forward here now. Going through their forwards. It's good speed of ball as well. Coming forward here. Really good hands there. Into the 22 now. This looks pretty good from the Falcons. And they've knocked it forward. And then it's dropped by Leicester. So it will be the putting out the scrum for the home side. But that looked pretty good with Penny, the fullback, knocking it on there. But not forward. Should be a little bit more frustrating. Tom Penny on his 50th appearance for Newcastle today. Jacobus is in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are well. Good to see you in the chat. Watching Leicester here against Newcastle. Newcastle still have 4 minutes left on this yellow. And Leicester win the penalty at the scrum. So opportunity for Leicester to send this one downfield. 4 penalties conceded at the scrum from Newcastle now. So if I'm Leicester here, I'm just any penalty you get that you can't kick or that you can't get better territory for, you go to the scrum. You just go to the scrum every single time. You've got to do it. Leicester win the line out on the halfway line. Richard Wigglesworth. Just the ball out. Sent high. Claimed well by Penny. He's done very well there, actually, under so much pressure. And Newcastle will go through the forwards here. It's time for beer, my friend. Do you know what? If the Ospreys were playing, I would certainly be on the beers at this point because we should have been playing against Leicester today, but we lost against Newcastle, didn't we? But it's a cup of tea today. To be honest, I haven't really eaten anything. I had a crazy morning. Lovely run here from Harry Potter. Takes it up to the 22. Knocked. Is that knocked forward? Yes, it is. There'll be another scrum for Leicester, the breakdown here now. Was this a deliberate knock-on? I'm not sure if Roman Pratt's going to have a look at this or not. Really nice run from Potter there. It's not forward there. So scrum to Leicester. Depends on which paper you read the squad. He's definitely going to be offered the job, or he's definitely not going to be offered the job. So 5 minutes into this one, still 15 points to 8. 2 minutes left on the yellow card for Newcastle. I still expect Leicester to win this one, but it's interesting to see that Newcastle will point up a fight, that's for sure. So after that little break and play, we're off again. So opportunity here for Newcastle. They've got 2 men to the left and 3 to the right off this scrum. Penalty to Leicester at the scrum. Now, surely Roman Platz has to have a word here. Is it 5 penalties they've given away at the scrum and Roman Platz not even having a word? Surely he's got to have at least a word with them. Really good scrum here from Leicester. This is a very, very solid advantage. Penalty advantage then to Leicester from the scrum. Wigglesworth fires it out. Visa carries. Very impressive last week against Connacht. Oh, lovely hands. There's a space out wide. If they can get it, it should be Maroney. And Maroney crosses for Leicester. And Leicester finally get that little bit more breathing space. Brilliant try there from Leicester. Visa carries strong. Ball comes out. Lovely offload. And Maroney... It's just very, very simple. Just going through the phase, going through, drawing the defender in and then playing it out. And it's a great try. I love the comments. Harry Potter's Ron Weasley playing as well. Harry Potter is actually playing for Leicester today. But no Ron Weasley, unfortunately. Dumbledore is he the coach? I forget. I'm not sure if you can compare Steve Borthwick to Dumbledore. I'm not sure how that would go down with him. But it's a really good try from Leicester. And you felt like that try was really necessary for them and giving them a little bit more breathing space. Nice haircut. I absolutely needed it. I needed it. So we finally had it. But I hope you're doing well, Mark. Good to see you in the chat. So Johnny McPhillips with an opportunity to add the 2 points. Give him a 2-score lead. Newcastle are going to make a change here. That's a really, really good conversion. And Newcastle go further ahead here. And not Newcastle. Leicester go further ahead here. 22 points to 8 they lead. Just over 30 minutes to go in this one. Is that the try that wins them the game? Maybe. You'd have to say that it's going to be really tough for them now. Vuna is on for Wakakoke. I think that's how you say it. Always get the tough names. Can't wait for when Tonga plays someone. You got to try and name all the Tongan or the Fijian names. Or the Russian names if we do a Russian side. Or a Russian game. Of course, it's going to be really busy on the channel over the next few months. We still got the Champions Cup. As Newcastle come forward here. I think Penny's going to score. He has. What a try. Where's that come from? I mean, where's this come from? So it comes off Wigglesworth kicks from the box kick. Penny catches and runs. I mean, how many tackles are missed? 3? And Penny scores in the corner. I think he's actually injured himself. And Penny scores in the corner for Newcastle. This game is certainly not over. Newcastle's still very much fighting and alive. What a try in the corner that was. Just check and see if Penny's okay. He looks like he's damaged his chest, potentially. Lots of changes coming on now. Lots of experience coming on for Leicester. Mark definitely says, I'll be okay if Leicester win this evening. Yep, going to be doing a watch-along for that one as well. Really excited for that game. So do join us for that, going live about 5:15 with kickoff at 5 o'clock. Really excited for that game. So looking forward to that one. So Conan will look to add the 2 points. And he's successful. It's a very good kick. The kicking today has actually been really, really good from both sides, you'd have to say. So 15 points to 22 in favour of the home team now. It's really good work from Penny. I've been pretty impressed by him today. And Newcastle are certainly not dead and buried yet. So Tom Youngs is on for Clare, so a lot of experience coming on there. Genge is on for De Bruyne. And Cole is on for Hayes. So a lot of experience coming on in that front row. That's a brand new front row for Leicester. That's so much experience. They're all England internationals. Matavesi is on for Penny for Newcastle. I think Penny actually injured himself in the try there. So that change has happened for Newcastle. So lots of changes going on there. So line out to Newcastle here, just over the halfway line. There you go for the long line out. Advantage here to Leicester. Ball out wide. Genge gives it back to McPhillips, who kicks. Oh, the bounce is a bit crazy there. It does end up going out in the end. So a little break here. Van Poortvliet is on for Wigglesworth for Leicester at 9. So that change has gone through. George Ford is on for Leicester. So the English contingents continue to come on. So line out to Newcastle. They decide to go for the long one once again. This game is very much still in the balance. 22-15. Very much still in the balance. They're going for the box kick here. It is sent down. Stewart into Potter. They come through the forwards. Forward. Leicester playing some nice stuff here now. Dan Coles. Forward. Good ball. This attack looks pretty good from Leicester. Ellis Genge carries. Moivalu goes alone. He plays it in to Ford. Tackled. Youngs acts as scrum half. Maroney comes off his foot, doesn't go forward. So Leicester into the 22. Has that gone forward? I think it has. It has indeed. And it'll be a scrum to Newcastle in the 22. Moivalu just picks it from the base of the rope. No one on him. Just spots the gap and he's off. Pops it up to his support player. He's tackled though. And it is in the end knocked on. Knocked on in the contact there at the breakdown. Gary Graham is on for Welch for Newcastle. That change has gone through. The Scottish international, I believe he is now. "25 minutes to go in this one then." How will this new front row do? This all England international front row. I'd love to go to Welford Road. Never had the privilege and the pleasure of heading there, but I'd love to go down. How good is the forwards coach? Penalty to Newcastle at the scrum. That's a massive penalty. Is that the 7th penalty at the scrum now we've seen? Surely the ref, surely Roman Poise has to have a word. That's 7 penalties they've had. How many is that? 7. 7. They've had 7 penalties. I think Leicester are going to go for the post here. They are. George Ford is pointed towards the post. 5th, sorry, 5th. It's a lot of penalties to have out of scrum, though, for a ref not to penalise it and not to say, right, think about going to the bin now. It's a lot of penalties. George Ford then with an opportunity to just give them a little bit more breathing space. So George Ford to try and give them a little bit, just a little bit more space. And help them towards their push towards that semi-finals. Ford kicks and is very successful. And Leicester Tigers extend their lead. They have a 10-point gap in this one. It is Leicester Tigers 25, Newcastle Falcons 15. Make sure if you're watching, you've not yet subscribed to the subscribe button, to like the stream as well. We're doing watch alongs for loads of games throughout the day today. So you want to go be subscribed and hit the notification bell as well, so you'll be updated on when we go live. Next watch along is La Rochelle versus Sale, which kicks off in an hour's time. We'll be live here, myself and Kyle from Capo Starkey watching that one. And it's Leinster against Exeter, going live at 5:15 with kickoff at 5:30. And then we will be doing later tonight, 7:45 going live, kickoff at 8. Northampton Saints against Ulster. Very much looking at the sexy trim, Brandon. Oh, I'm blushing here, I'm blushing. Oh, very nice. I needed a haircut so bad. I felt naked after having it. I'll have to get a picture of it before and after at some point. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the comms. Whenever there's a game on, really, if it's on the Welsh channels, I always find the Welsh channels are pretty good. S4C is pretty good here. Indeed, a busy boy. I'm going to message you, Rugby Geeks, on Twitter now, mate. Just so you know, I just seen your message and didn't quite get a chance to get back to you, so I'm going to do so now. So Leicester have gone to the corner here, 20 minutes in this one. I mean, another score here kills the game off, surely. But we've said that so many times today, and they've knocked it forward. So Newcastle come away with the ball. Advantage over for Newcastle from the knock on there. Ball out wide. Kicked forward. That's going to be way too much. That's going to go all the way. That's really poor. Really poor that from Leicester, you'd have to say. Ah, Lucci with another account, indeed. Schroeder is on for Young for Newcastle at 9. So that change has gone through. So he's got 20 minutes to hopefully have an impact for the away side. So scrum just on the halfway line for Newcastle Falcons. So into the final 20 here. Newcastle coming forward now. 10 points behind. Ball comes wide. It's knocked forward from Newcastle. Only be a scrum to Leicester. Just little mistakes coming in now. He's really never catching that, is he? He's very poor, that. Fancy Newcastle to bring this close in the last 20. It's their speciality. Dan Kelly's on for Scott in the centre for Leicester. I mean, it's going to be nervy for Leicester, this. It's going to be nervy for them. Big scrum from Leicester there, and they win the penalty. I mean, that's now 6 penalties out the scrum. I have no idea why Roman Pratt is not having a word. 6 or 7. I think they're very lucky, Newcastle, at this point, to be honest. If I'm a Leicester fan, I'd be calling for it here. I'd be saying, right, surely this has got to be a yellow now. They have gone for the corner here. It's not the greatest kick, but they're just inside the 22. Here come Leicester now then, from the line out. They decide to get it out. Visa carries forward. Forward into Potter. Tackle just outside the 22. Trying to get the big ball carriers. Really good work here from Leicester. They're looking to put the nail in the coffin here to finish this game off beyond any doubt. But Newcastle win the ball at the breakdown once again. That's one area they've been very, very good this afternoon. And once again, really good work at the breakdown. And Newcastle now will have an opportunity to send this one downfield. 12 penalties conceded from Newcastle throughout the game. 6 from Leicester, though. Half of Newcastle's penalties have been at the scrum. And we're not seeing a guy sent to the bin from the scrum yet. Don't forget, there is some Women's Six Nations going on. England against Italy has just kicked off. That is currently 0-0. We will keep an eye out on that throughout the afternoon. That's out in Italy, but we will keep an eye out on that. It is currently 0-0 in that one. The Wales women kick off at 5 o'clock, I believe it is. So again, we'll be keeping an eye on that one as we do the watch-alongs throughout the afternoon. So 15 minutes to go. We're still really waiting to see Newcastle create something much in this second half besides the penny try. We haven't seen all that much from them. Lovely inside ball there. Orlando's had a very good game for Newcastle in the centre. Conan gets it out. Matavesi, former Osprey, of course. Josh Matavesi, very good utility player, and knocked forward in the end. So, still 10 points in this one. The game is not over, but as time goes forward and time goes forward, you really start to worry for Newcastle. They've got to create something soon. So just a couple of players receiving some treatment. So here we go, line out to Newcastle, just inside, about on the 10-metre line of Leicester. So it's a good position to attack from, to build something from for sure. They have won it. Bit of a different style, you'd have to say. knocked forward from Leicester, I believe it was. So we scrum to Newcastle. So a big scrum here from Newcastle. They do get the ball out. You're thinking they need to be scoring in the next few minutes. Did that go forward? No, says the referee. So Newcastle still with ball in hand, but not making all that much ground here. Orlando, good hands into Graham. That's gone back. That's a lovely offload. Newcastle battling for every yard here. Conan inside ball. Well tackled though. Matavesi tackled. Newcastle not really making any ground here. To be honest, going to be looking for a penalty or something like that. And then penalty to Leicester at the breakdown. And after all that pressure from Newcastle, they really just didn't create much at all there. They really did not create all that much at all. Isaac Cornwall says Leicester's defence is incredibly suffocating. I mean, they were going through the phases there and really weren't creating all that much and didn't look like breaking through, if we're being totally honest. It's going to be another change here for Leicester shortly. We're heading towards the final 10 minutes here. I mean, I think a penalty, even a penalty, just confirms that this game is Leicester's win. Leicester win the line out. The driving more is set, but they decide to play into the 22. Tommy Rafael carries well. Oh, and it's knocked forward once again. It's an opportunity for Newcastle now to counter-attack if they can get quick ball here. And there's no scrum half. Still an advantage, but Conan's going to kick, so advantage will be over. Potter kicks. Pretty poor kick, really. Matavesi will clear it. He just boots it straight off. Interesting choice from Josh Matavesi. So 25-15, final 10 minutes. Forward kicks. Now it's going to go all the way out, and Ellis Genge lets it run out. I mean, for Newcastle now, they just need a little bit of ball, to be honest. They're just kicking it all away. I understand they're trying to play the territorial game, but it's not really working for them. Lavanini is on for Wells. That change goes through for Leicester with 10 minutes to go. Oh, Newcastle have stolen this line out just outside the 22 of Leicester. So Mark Wilson carries forward, tackled by George Ford just outside the 22. Here they come. Lovely hands. Good step as well. A try now makes it very, very interesting. Well, why it's poor pass. Conan. All out wide. Ball is bouncing everywhere at this point. Not really going anywhere. They don't have this penetrating. They don't have something that's going to break through, do they? But they are moving forward a little bit here. Slipped in the tackle. Mark Wilson. Conan. Just under 8 minutes to go here. Newcastle needs something big if they're going to win this one now. 8 phases in, have not gone forward at all. Matavesi kind of caught flat-footed there. This could be a turnover ball for Leicester. It is not. I mean, I don't really know what Newcastle do differently here. Do they try a little chip over the top? The ball's bounced loose. George Ford gathers. He kicks it forward. Is Murivalu going to get there? I think Murivalu's going to get there. He's missed it. And it's been carried over by Graham. So that'll be a scrum 5. It's going to be a scrum 5-2 to Leicester here because Graham has carried that over his own try line. Yeah, he's carried that over. So that's going to be a scrum 5 to Leicester. We know how strong they are from their scrums. Sean O'Farrell says, however, Leicester get in the semi-finals, they know how weak the defence is. Yes, for sure. But it looks pretty certain like they're going to get there now with 7 minutes to go in this one. Still 0-0 in Italy against England. Just over 13 minutes gone in that one. So that remains 0-0. That's live on BBC Sport. If you'd like to watch that, you can watch that one live. I don't know what they're checking for here. I've no idea what they're checking here. I'm pretty sure that Graham's just carried this over. It should be a scrum 5. Yes, it is. Not sure what Roman Platz wanted to check there. The check is complete. Retesting the scrum once again. It's a pain in the arse. Not my favourite thing to do in the world at all. Don't forget, after this, then La Rochelle against Sale will be going live in just under half an hour for that one. Going live about 2:45. I'll be joined by Kyle from Capo Starkey for that one. Kick-off at 3 o'clock, so do join us for that. And once this stream ends, it will come up loading as the next video for you to watch. So make sure you click on that like the stream and hit the reminder as well. Really good scrum here from Leicester, looking to wrap the game up. Visa carries forward, but is tackled. I mean, another try here, it just puts a bit of gloss on the performance. It probably is too late for Newcastle. Advantage to Tigers. They are 5 metres out. Tigers fans, you can probably begin to start celebrating here your place in the semi-finals of the Challenge Cup. They're going for the line here. Still advantage. Ball goes wide. We're going to have a yellow. We are indeed. I mean, it's taken about way too long for someone to be sent to the bin. Tampin is sent to the bin, and he will have no further part to play in this one. And that is certainly game over now. I think they're going for scrums. They're going to need to bring a prop on, which just takes even more time. So scrum then for Leicester. 5 minutes to go in this one. Scrum to Leicester. And it's a penalty try. It's another yellow here for. It's a second yellow. Penalty try there, and you have to say that's them through now. That's it now. So Newcastle tried to get their game in the way. It's not even gone 10 backwards. That's been knocked forward though by Maroney. I'm pretty sure that's been knocked forward by Maroney. Referee says no. They'll certainly have a look at this. They just need to get the ball wide though. There is space there. Potter. We're into the final 3 minutes here of this one. Tigers versus Bath semi-final. We will do a watch long for the European draws. I think it's Monday at some point. I think it is. So we'll do a watch long once I know when it's live. When it is, I can actually find out now, actually. Find out now when the draw takes place. So the semi-finals on the weekend of the 30th to the 1st/2nd of May. Let's see if I can find out when the draw is taking place for the semi-finals. George Martin has been awarded man of the match. So congratulations to him. So the draw itself is actually going to take place at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, I don't know if I'll be home from work for that. I probably won't, so I won't be able to do that. But of course, we'll do preview and predictions, obviously, for it. And with that, it really doesn't matter. Two countries can face each other. Clubs from the same country can face each other. So that does not make any difference with the games set to play on the weekend of the 30th of April to the 1st and 2nd of May. But here, yeah, on Sunday, the draw. Thank you, Freddie, for that, mate. Blamir is on for Chick in the Newcastle side. Just waiting really for this play to take place, for the game to be finished, if we're being totally honest. I mean, Leicester have been so strong today, powerful. It's not been a classic game by any means. As Freddie says, happy with the win, dominated the scrum, absolutely. And again, I'm surprised it took that long for Newcastle to have another man sent to the bin, to be honest. So here we go. Leicester Tigers coming forward now. Are they going to add some gloss onto this fantastic performance? Murivalu carries into the 22. Tries to get the offload off, but it went forward. So 2 minutes to go in this one. Down to, of course, 13 men now, Newcastle. We're into the final 2 minutes. Leicester have turned this one over. There's space out wide if they can get it there. Potter offloads it. Morini, good hands. Into the 22. Is the support there? Penalty to Leicester at the breakdown. Final minute and a half now. Off his feet. Scrum then to Leicester to finish this game off. England have scored out in Italy. They lead 5 points to 0. 22 minutes gone in that one. They might actually have a second here. No, they don't. They lead 5 points to 0 with an intercept try there. Here come Leicester once again then. Final minute in this one. Advantage once again to Leicester. .30 seconds left to play. Is there going to be a try here? Ball goes backwards. Oh, the scrum half tries to snipe on his own, but he slips. No advantage from the penalty. England have converted their try, so they lead 7 points to 0 against the Italians. Their corner scrum here then. We are into the red now, so you'd expect this scrum to come out and then for them to try something. Don't forget, straight after this, La Rochelle against Sale Sharks live watch along in the Champions Cup quarter final. It'll load in straight after this stream. I'll drop a link in the chat in just a second for that. Do join us for that. Kyle and myself are going to watch that one together. Ball out wide, and Potter gets in the corner, and that will wrap up the game. Potter gets the try, and that will round up the game once and for all. 39 points to 50, and the conversion will be pretty tough. So Lava Sales Sharks Watch Along is next. Link is in the chat. Do hit that link and make sure to like the stream as well. If you're watching, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do so. We've still got another 3 games today that we're going to be watching together. So make sure you subscribe for that. Let's see if George Ford can get this. He's got it as well. That means the final score here is 41 points to 15 to Leicester Tigers. They booked their place in the Champions Cup final. Congratulations to Leicester Tigers. I'm going to leave it there. We'll be back in just under a quarter of an hour for the watch along for Lara Shelvers to sell. Make sure to head over there now, like the stream there, and hit the reminder. I'll see you very, very soon. Congratulations to Leicester fans. I'll see you